This is the story of Old Bob. I was heading down a lonesome stretch of highway. In my old semi, I named Bob. I'd been on the road about 8 hours without stopping. I was starting to fall asleep on the job. I noticed my temperature gauge was reading hot. I rubbed my eyes and figured I'd better stop. Just up ahead, I saw a little town, so I slowly kept rolling. I knew old Bob could use some cooling down. To me, old Bob was more than just a rig. He'd become more of an old friend ever since my wife left me and ran off with my kid. His name is Jake. I imagined he was getting pretty tall. I sure was missing him, but at least I had old Bob and plenty of things to haul. Just off the exit, I saw a truck stop called the Dewdrop Inn. So me and old Bob pulled up front. I stepped out of the cab and walked on in. I was as dusty and dirty as this little town. I thought I could use a drink while old Bob was cooling down. I made my way back through the restaurant to the lounge and propped myself up on a stool until the bartender came around. When he finally did, he asked me, "What'll it be?" I said, "Just a beer." He said, "This one's on me." I said, "Thank you, sir. But before you fill that glass, if you don't mind, there's something I'd like to ask. Could you tell me that this is all just a dream, and that any minute now I'm going to wake up, and that me and old Bob, that is my old truck, are really back home?" He answered, "No such luck." I told him I only wish I still had my wife and son, as I started to sob. I told him I guess I'll skip that drink and go check up on old Bob. As I look back on all my days on the road, even more than old Bob, I've carried the heaviest load. But one thing's for sure, I'm never totally alone, 'cause I can still fire up old Bob and hit the road.